znači snimku. Dobro jutro svima. Dobro jutro. Još ćemo čekati pola minute samo da se svi spoje. Ok. Krenut ćemo čisto da počnemo i završimo sve na vrijeme. Znači, prije nego što vas predam u Sanjine ruke, htjela bi vam samo svima reći dobro jutro. Moje ime je Ida Grbić-Ivanović, predstavnik sam Pearsona za Hrvatsku, predstavnica. I hvala vam svima što ste se registrirali i prijavili za naše ove jutarnje webinare. Danas je tema vrtićki uzrast, tako da ćete čuti svašta zanimljivog od Sanje. Nakon što završimo, znači s ovim prvim dijelom, znači koji će trajati otprilike tako 45-50 minuta, ja ću se onda na kraju opet vama obratiti, samo da vam pokažem što ćemo vam sve poslati nakon ovih webinara, tako da znate gdje što tražiti. I naravno, ako ćete imati kakvih pitanja za mene, da vam mogu odmah odgovoriti. Znači, ovaj webinar, što znači da sva pitanja možete cijelo vrijeme postavljati u chat. I u principu ćemo većinu njih onda odgovoriti na kraju, tako da ne remetimo Sanjin flow. Tako da slobodno upisujte, znači, pozdrav Kristini, Ivani, svi ste zajedno, Izabeli. Ok, odlično. Tako da ne remetimo Sanjin flow, znači svi koji ste se registrirali, kasnije ćete dobiti, znači, mail zahvale, znači na mail adrese, imat ćete za jedno tjedan dana pristup i snimci i dobit ćete naravno i potvrde. Ok, without further ado, let's do this in English. Like you would in your classrooms. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you our colleague and your colleague, Sanja Rašković. So I hope you have fun and will enjoy this session. Over to you, Sanja.
Hello. Can't see you, but I can see there are a lot of you here. Okay, so, this is a session on storytelling, and it's called Mickey in Storyland. Mickey Mouse in Storyland. Oh, sorry. It's my first webinar ever, so I hope you won't take it against me. So, Mickey, have you seen Mickey? Mickey? Huh? Is Mickey here? I mean, it's Mickey Mouse in Storyland. Where's Mickey? Mickey! Hey, Mickey! Where's Mickey? Oh, who's shouting? Who's waking me up? What? A webinar? Oh my, is it 10 o'clock already? Oh, you know what, Sanja? I'm afraid I won't be able to hold this webinar. I was at a birthday party yesterday and I stayed pretty long, so I'm so sleepy. You'll have to do it on your own. Me? On my own? Oh, but it's my first webinar. I've never done it. Oh, you can do it. You have experience. I have to go back to bed. Okay, Mickey, but you know what? This is the last time I'm doing something like this for you. Read my lips. The last time. Now, shh, go to bed. I don't know how am I going to do this. Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Sanja Rašković, teacher Sanja, as most of my students know me. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for 27 years. I stopped counting when I turned 50. Okay, so 27 years. I'm a teacher and I'm a storyteller. And many other things, but it's not important for this story. I love stories. I really love stories. I hope you also like stories, because if you don't, then you don't feel comfortable telling them to your students. And stories are great. Don't be afraid. We are all storytellers because we tell stories every day, every single day. When you come home from work, you tell a story to your husband, wife, children, mom. When you come to work, you tell a gossip, a story to your friends and colleagues. So you do tell stories every day. Let's see, what is the recipe for a good story? First of all, when you use the story in the classroom, you have to establish a signal to indicate the beginning of the story time. It can be something like this, or something like this, or I have all sets of hats and caps, which I use when I tell stories. So you put something on your head and your students, children, know that it's story time. Or you just say a sentence like my mentor, David Heathfield, says, story, story. And the students reply, tell us a story. Not every time so enthusiastically, but when we start with stories, they really like them. Okay, what's important for a good story? Your voice, okay? If you tell a story like this, once upon a time, there lived a little girl who had 2 stepsisters and a stepmom, and she was very unhappy. Is it interesting? Really? Of course not. It's not interesting to us. How can we expect from the children to be interested in something like this? But if you start a story like this, once upon a time, there lived a little princess. Her mom died, and she lived with a stepmother and 2, not 3, not 4, 2 little evil sisters. Oh my God, they were so evil that every time Cinderella did something, they ran to their grandma, their mom, and they tell her off. Okay, sounds different, doesn't it? Okay, facial expressions. If you tell a story with a poker face, and Cinderella had to do everything in the house. She didn't have time for her friends, so she had friends. She found friends in mice and birds that were in the house. Interesting? No. But if you use facial expression, yeah. No. What? Oh, it's much more interesting, isn't it? Gestures as well. So they walked and walked and walked, and they went over the bridge and under the bridge, and then they swam, 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 or fly, 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 jump, jump, dance. Okay, it's much more interesting, huh? Isn't it? Okay, if you have a costume to wear when you tell the story, even better, because kids can get it from the costume, what the story is about, even if they don't understand every word. Of course, always useful, okay? Everything you have around you can help you tell the story, okay? And it's visual, so even if children don't know the word, they see and they can connect. Repetition, always with children. Repeat the story many, 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 many times, and repeat chunks of the stories many, many, many times so that it gets in their ear, okay? And you have to include the students in your story, okay? So they were walking slowly, slowly, walk, 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 children walk, okay? And then they stopped and they counted 10 steps. Let's go together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they turn around and all the students turn around. So you have to include them in the story. Have fun telling the story, and your students will definitely have fun. Okay, so let's go on. Today, I'm going to talk about 4 types of stories. The big book stories, you know, the big books, okay? I'm sure you have the books in your school or in your kindergarten. Story cards, Okay, so these are the story cards. Good. Then stories you create with your students. Okay, so when you finish a unit, you can do a roundup by telling a story about the topic that was in the unit. And the fables, I love them. I love them because kids love them. Okay, so the big book stories. Of course, Yalia, see, you have to, if it's a story about something you haven't done before in your classroom, you have to introduce and pre-teach the vocabulary, okay? So we have a carrot, 2 carrots. Then we have in this story, we have a cake, we have pizza, and we have a sandwich. Good. And we have some animals. So we have the animals that has long ears and hops. Then we have an animal which sounds like ba ba. Then we have if kids know these words, they will tell you, okay? If not, then you teach them these words. And we have, I think there's a turtle in the story, okay? Then you set the scene, okay? You show them the picture of the story. I prefer telling the story to reading the story, because if I first open the book, then they look at the picture and they look at the words and they say, we can't read this, we don't understand. Oh, what's that, teacher? What animal is this? I don't know what animal it is. So I prefer for the first time to tell the story, but of course you can also read the story. So you open the first page and then you ask them. So you tell the story with them. So where are the animals? Are they in London? No. Are they in, I don't know, in the mountains? Maybe it could be. Is it hot? No, it's cold. How do you know? Oh, it's snowing because it's snowing. Oh, very well. And then you tell the story. In this story, the rabbit finds 2 carrots, okay? And then he eats one and he says 1 is too much. And there is a lot of repetition in this story, which is great, because then children, after the second page, they can read or tell the story with you. It says it's winter, it's snowing, it's very cold. We have already established that. The animals are looking for the food because they're very hungry. Okay, then the little rabbit finds 2 carrots, not 5, not only 1, but there are how many? 2 carrots, great. He eats, oh, it's delicious. He eats 1 carrot and then he thinks, little turtle is hungry, and you show along. So when you show this, they know it's hungry. I'll give the other carrot to him. Okay, so he goes to the turtle's house and leaves the carrot. The little turtle comes home, so you show home, comes home, and he sees the carrot. But he is eating a sandwich and he says, oh, I'm not hungry. I can give the carrot to the little bird. Okay, so he leaves the carrot in front of the house and the little bird comes home and the bird is eating. So I'm just going through the story. He's eating the cake and says, oh, I'm not hungry. I could take the carrot and leave it to, maybe little sheep is hungry. I can leave it there. Okay, so you first tell the story, then you can open the book and go through the story again. This time they can see the pictures. Again, you show what you are doing so they can jump in and they can be included in the story, okay? So after reading the story, of course, you can ask comprehension questions and you can discuss, okay? What else can they eat if they're hungry, okay? What other animals could be there in the story? How many carrots has the rabbit has? What is sheep eating, okay? And many other things. So you repeat this story not only once, not only twice, but you repeat it every now and then until they're able to tell the story with you without visual aids. So you just start the story. It's a bull They and the little, Okay, so they are able, after not only 2 repetitions, but a few, to tell the story with you. Okay, good. The next one is a story card. So there are many story cards in Disney books, Little Stars and Disney. Okay, so there are 6 cards, and this story is about Peter Pan's party. Okay, so because it's connected with the book you're using, we assume that they are familiar with the vocabulary and that you don't have to pre-teach the vocabulary, but maybe just to revise it. Okay, and then you can introduce the topic. So behind these, you have the tape script of the story, because story is recorded, so you can play it or you can tell it. As I said, I prefer telling stories. So here you only have 3 sentences, but when I tell these stories, I don't show, again, I don't show students the cards first. I tell them the story, but I tell a longer story. So for example, I start like, "Ooh, today is a great day. Anyone has a birthday today?" "No." "Somebody has a birthday. Who is that?" "Oh, it's a little flying boy. Do you know his name? He's wearing green shirt and green trousers and green cap." "Ah, yes, it's Peter Pan." "Okay, so today is his birthday. His friends, Wendy, Peter, Michael, and John are preparing a party for him. Okay, but it's a secret, so shh, don't tell him if you see him." Okay. "Ooh, there's there's Peter Pan behind the bush, hiding." Okay, so everything is set. So here you only have happy birthday, say Wendy, Michael, and John. "Wow, I'm surprised," says Peter. "Look at the balloons, look at the cake." Okay, what I say is, everything is ready. The table is set. There are many balloons, red, blue, green, purple. The table is full of everything. There's a big, juicy, pink strawberry cake. Do you like cakes? Which one is your favorite? Is it strawberry? Is it a chocolate cake? Wow, and there are presents. Of course, because it's a birthday party. So everybody's there. Wendy, Michael, and John. Okay, so it's a much longer story than this, because later on they have to recognize the picture. If I just said what they say, what they recorded on the audio, it wouldn't be enough to recognize the picture. "Oh, here comes Peter. Happy birthday, Peter! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Not stavi prstu struju." That's not very nice. Okay, so happy birthday to you, dear Peter. Happy birthday to you. "Oh, what a beautiful cake. But close your eyes, Peter," Wendy says. "Come on, let's close our eyes. All of you, don't peek. No. I can see you're peeking. Put your hands over your eyes, close your eyes, and make a wish. Make a wish. If you open your eyes, your wish won't come true. So please close your eyes and make a wish. And then blow the candles. Blow out the candles. Oh, that's not strong enough. Great. Okay. Wow. So many things for me. What would you like, says Wendy. Would you like a piece of strawberry cake or a chocolate muffin? Or maybe you'd like a cookie. We have everything. There are also strawberries and chocolate ice cream. Okay, so you go on telling a story, which is a story of what you see in the pictures. And when you finish, then you give them the 6 cards and you ask them to put the cards in the order, okay? It's easier now because they heard other things, okay? Not just, shh, Peter is coming and so on. So if they cannot do it, you repeat the story, you tell the story again, and when you are telling the story, they pick the right card and they put the cards on display on the wall. And then you go again through the story, this time like you are in the museum and you are taking them in a tour of the museum, and you are explaining the story, explaining the cards, asking them questions, what they can see, what color are the gifts, I don't know how many balloons are there, whose birthday party is it, why are his eyes closed, and so on. And then after many repetitions, you can ask the students to be the guide. They don't have to tell the long story that you told at the beginning, but they can tell a short story. So Wendy is preparing, or Wendy has a birthday party, which is a secret, okay? They have presents and a strawberry cake, and they have 4 balloons ready for Peter, and so on, okay? The next one is a unit story. This one is connected with the ocean, the sea animals. So you create a scene. You can put the pictures, okay? Or you can put plastic animals if you have them, okay? The crab, what's that? Squid, I don't know. So plastic animals, and you cover with a plastic bag, which is transparent, but it's also blue. So it's the sea, it's the ocean. And this story, we did it after finishing the unit in the ocean. So it's on sea animals. So you set the scene, and when you come in, you tell your students, it's hot today. Shall we go to the beach? Yay, let's go to the beach. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? So they say what they know, and then you add a towel, I don't know, sandals, depending on the age of the kids, if they're preschoolers or if they're, I don't know, 5-year-olds or 4-year-olds. So what do we need to go to the beach? But you know, I want to go diving today. And then I normally have a mask and goggles. I put them on my face, or if I don't, we put imaginary masks and goggles and the flippers, and we jump into the ocean, and we dive and we dive and we dive. And then I said, oh, look at that. Oh my God, there's a big, dangerous, and it's gray. What is it? Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. And somebody says shark. Okay. But then somebody says, oh, it's not that dangerous. Okay, then let's bring him with us. So we take the shark and we go on. Okay, let's go for a dive. So put the masks on, put the flippers on, jump into the ocean and swim, 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 swim. Look. What's that? Oh, it's got 8 arms or 8 legs. Ah, it's pink. What could it be? Octopus. Oh, I like octopuses. So can we take it and can we have it and take it home with us? Okay, so we take the octopus, and then we go again, and we go again until we collect all the animals, and we bring them home. And then we tell the story again. So today is a very hot day. Let's go to the beach. So what do we need first? Then students say, okay, then I have the cards. We took some animals from the sea bottom, from the ocean bottom, and we collected them and brought them back with us. So what animals did we collect? What was the first animal? It was a shark. Is it dangerous? Are you scared? No, really? What? You know, oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared. To be honest, I am. Okay, then we collected the other animal. It was the octopus. Oh, it's so sweet with these wiggly legs or arms. I don't know. Do you like octopus? Well, it can be my pet if you don't want it. I like it very much. So the third one was this and that. And then we do the comprehension, we do the story, and they have fun, and I have fun every time. Okay, so here's a story. Some of you might have seen it. It's a fable, The Lion and the Mouse. I tell this story to my students in the classroom, but during the lockdown, when we were not able to have classes in school, I recorded this story and shared it with my colleagues, and so they can use it. They could use it also in their classrooms. You can use it as well. It's on YouTube, so if you like it, you can feel free to use it with your students. I'm going to play this story now, so you can watch it, and then I'll tell you what we do after this. I'm not sure about the sound, so please put the volume up, because Ida told me you can't hear well. I mean, the sound is not that good, but let's try, okay? Hello, welcome to Teacher Sanya's Storyland. Do you like stories? I love stories, and that's why today I'm going to tell you a story about a big, dangerous lion and a tiny little mouse. Once upon a time, big, dangerous lion. He lived in the jungle with many other animals. Tall, very tall giraffe, and a long snake, and a fat hippo, funny monkey, and a crocodile. Well, and many other animals, and they lived happily in the jungle. Yes, happily, but only while the lion was happy. So one day, the lion was sleeping. He was sleeping like a log. Nobody wanted to wake him up. All of a sudden, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful day, water. Where's everybody? Why is it so quiet here? Shh, be quiet. Who, me? Yes. Be quiet. What? Why do I have to be quiet? It's such a beautiful day. It's sunny, and I like it when it's sunny. So I want to sing. What a beautiful. Shh. Be quiet. You don't want to wake up the lion. The lion, that's a what? He's very dangerous. And if you wake him up, he'll be very angry. Angry, dangerous, so what? I'm not scared. What a beautiful day, what a beautiful day, oops. Who is singing? Who is waking me up? Mr. Lion, so sorry, that's me. Who are you? I'm a mouse. I'm a little mouse. Can you please let me go? Let you go?
mouse was in the jungle again. What a beautiful day, day, day. And it was just the same beautiful day like a year ago. What a beautiful day, day, day. Help! 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 What a beautiful... huh? Have you heard anything? Huh? Sounds like somebody's yelling. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, this sounds like a familiar voice. Hey, you mouse. I'm here, I'm up here in the net. Oh, Lion, what are you doing up there? Please help me. I told you. We'll be friends one day. I can help you. So the mouse jumped on the tree and came to the net and started biting the net. Bite here, bite there, bite here, bite there. Come on, help me. Lion was free. Thank you, my little friend. Thank you. I told you. Can we be BFFs now? Can we? BFF? What is a BFF? Best friends forever. Well, yes, of course we can be BFFs. You saved my life. And so they were, and they still are, as far as I know. They live in the jungle, they play, and they sing, and they have fun together every day. If you go to the jungle or pass by the jungle, you cannot hear. What a beautiful day, day, day. What a beautiful day, day, day. That's all for today. That's the end of the story. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. So that's the story. I tell it live to my students when I'm here, and when I tell it live, of course, I include them in the story, and they do some parts of the story with me, and they sing "What a Beautiful Day" days after hearing the story. It's then like parents call me and say, what did you do at English? She keeps singing "What a Beautiful Day." Okay, that's the effect of this story. Okay, after doing the story, we usually do the arts and crafts. So they make the lion and the mouse like this. They draw a picture from the story that they like the most. Or we make a chant or a song based on the story, something like mouse in the jungle is cheerful, cheerful, cheerful. The mouse in the jungle is cheerful. What a cheerful mouse. Okay, the lion in the jungle is dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. So you take the tune of some familiar song and then you make a chant based on the story they've just heard, okay? The last one is a chain story. So teacher and the students sit in the circle on the floor, and then teacher starts the story. You can create any story you want, so it's up to you. So I did this one. I live in this really funny village. It's a funny village. It's not a normal village. It's really funny. In this village, in my village, there is a big farm with many, many, many animals. There live, and then I say one animal, a funny pink horse, and then every student adds a funny animal that live on this farm. When it comes to the teacher again, to me, then I repeat, so this funny big farm, there live many animals, a pink horse, a yellow cow, a black, I don't know what they said, so to remember all the animals they mentioned. Miss Cow is really funny, but sometimes she's also sad. And then the students add other things. She's scared, she's nervous, she's angry, she's happy, she's whatever. When it comes to the end, I repeat the whole story. Oh, in this funny village of mine, there is a big farm. And on this farm, there live a pink horse, a yellow cow, a black mouse, blah, blah, blah. Miss Cow, who lives on the farm, is really funny, but sometimes she's also sad, sometimes she's angry, sometimes she's blah, blah. I repeat what they said, okay? And then she wears funny clothes, like polka dot wellies. And then they add clothes, again, with colors and patterns and whatever. When it comes to the end, I repeat the whole story and the things we said about the clothes. On the farm, the weather changes almost every day. One day it is, I don't know, hot. Then they say it's snowing. The other day it's rainy. So they add, because it changes every day, we can use all the weather types that we know of. Okay, when it comes to the end, I repeat the whole story with all the animals, and they help me, of course. If I forget something, they remember, they jump in, and we repeat the whole story. And then again, at the end, I say, but I love my village. After the story, we draw the village or the farm or the cow or any other funny animal that we mentioned. Sometimes I use this long roll of paper from IKEA, and we make like what do we call this on the wall? Like a graffiti, yes. So we draw like a long story, I mean the long drawing of the story on this long paper, and then we put it on display somewhere. Okay, and that's it for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you tell the stories and you use the stories in your classrooms, because children really love them. But you will have to learn how to like them as well. It's not difficult, just let it go. You can create a story from everything. From the moment they come into the classroom, by asking them what they did, or you see they have a pink dress, you ask them about their dress, and you create a short little story from everything. Is it done? Who's that? Huh? Who's that? I had a really great nap. Huh? You have already finished? Yes, I finished. While you were sleeping, I was doing your job. That's great. So I can sleep next time as well when I have to work, and you can do the job instead of me. Okay, then goodbye, everybody. I hope you liked it. Thank you. That's the end of this part of the webinar.
Thank you, Sanja. Okay, great. Hope you're still with us. You can see nobody left in the meantime, so that's good.
I hope I was not boring.
No.
I had fun.
I have to admit that yesterday when we were rehearsing, Sanja asked, "Can I be myself?" And I'm like, "Well, you have to be yourself." So this is Sanja at her best. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat in Croatian, English, any language. So for the housekeeping, I'll switch to Croatian now, if that's okay. Okay. How often do you resort to your mother tongue while telling a story, says Sanja, asks Sanja.
Rarely. Everything I can say in English, I say in English. So mother tongue, really the minimum, because in my school, one of the basic rules is that's an English speaking zone. So we really speak English all the time. Even when children don't understand, then we, mime, act, but we try to expose them to English as much as possible. So the entrance to my school is the telephone booth in London, and when they go through this door, sometimes they don't know I speak Croatian, so they're surprised when I say something in Croatian. But this way, I make them speak English as much as possible. So when they ask me a question in Croatian, I say, I don't understand. You have to show me what? And then I say the word in English, and that's how they learn and how they repeat. So I use Croatian really the minimum if I have to.
Okay, thank you, Sanja. I don't see any other questions now. Okay, but you'll have I'm going to be talking for a couple of more minutes, so you have time to ask more questions. Okay, so it's just switching to Croatian, and I'm going to steal screen sharing from you. Okay. Dakle, samo par informacija za kraj. Napisat ćemo vam sve ovo u mailu, samo da znate. Svjesni smo da uvijek jedan komentara, ali Sanja ima već to veliko iskustvo pričanja priča, pa izmišlja svoje i slično. U principu mi kao Pearson, kao izdavačka kuća, zajedno u suradnji sa izdavačkom kućom Ljevak, nudimo naravno i gotove ridere koje smo ispomenuli pri pozivu na ove webinare. Ja ću vam poslati link na web stranicu gdje ih sve možete pronaći, samo da vidite kako izgledate i koliko ih ima. Što se tiče ovih najmlađih, tu možete, zapravo vam skrećem pažnju na ove takozvane plave, to je znači level 1, to je znači najniži stupanj i najjednostavnije priče. Isto tako poslaćemo vam teacher's notes za jednu od priča, ovo je Frozen Olaf Like Summer, malo sam pristrana, jer imam 2 djevojčice i Frozen mi je embedded in my brain, pa sam možda zato odabrala baš te, koje znam da one vole, ali naravno ima i raznih drugih. Znači, dobit ćete primjer teacher's notesa i također activities koje recimo postoje, koji su već gotove uz jedan takav reader, tako da možete to pogledati. Također ćemo vam poslati napravili smo vodič kao za roditelje, koje isto tako možete, ako ima roditelja koji se žele malo više uživjeti u čitanje na engleskom, možete s njima to podijeliti ili staviti na vaše web stranice, tako da oni to mogu isto vidjeti. I također ćemo vam podijeliti s vama neke od takozvane reading activities koje možete raditi dok čitate, poslije čitanja, prije čitanja i tako dalje. I zadnje što ću vam znači poslati, pristup našem portalu gdje ćete 30 dana imati pristup našim Disney Kids readerima. Ovako to izgleda kad uđete u portal, dobit ćete username i password, gdje ćete imati dva znači reći teba. Jedan je Disney Kids Reader, a drugi je My Disney Stars and Friends. Znači Disney Kids Readers, da kliknete, moći ćete pogledati kako izgleda taj teacher's book i workbook. Naravno postoji na tom obliku. I moći ćete zapravo, gdje imate pristup Disney Kids Readers resources za sve stupnjeve. Tako da ćete, evo recimo za ovaj level 1 koji sam pričala, možete doći tu do njega. Tu imate sve priče koje postoje znači na tom prvom stupnju. I možete, znači, evo recimo, tu imate pristup, evo recimo Finding Nemo, Nemo at School, i imate opciju gdje pogledati, znači, sve teacher's notes kako izgledaju. Tako da za to ću vam poslati pristup odmah nakon webinara, imat ćete pristup tome, znači, to je 29 dana, jer sam ga jučer otvorila. Ok, prestajem dijeliti ekran.